Hello everyone, how are you? Hope all are doing good. Welcome to the Software Services channel. Let us discuss something useful today, friends. So we already discussed the concepts till fifth topic in our last classes. Today we are going to discuss different types of cloud computing topic, friends. Okay, so let us start the discussion. Yeah. So if anybody watching this video directly, so you can refer to all my earlier videos in this playlist to get a good grasp uh, to bring you up to speed. Okay, so now the topic is different types of cloud. In other words, it is called as different types of cloud deployment. Okay, different models of cloud deployment and different types of cloud in other words. So when it comes to cloud computing, it supports different types of clouds, friends. Okay, cloud computing analogies, different types of possibilities are there, right? So let us discuss one by one. So broadly, we have a public cloud pattern, private cloud pattern, and hybrid cloud pattern deployment patterns. Okay. So, in which, if you see individually, what is public cloud? In the sense, these public cloud service providers, so generally what they will do is a computing service which is accessible to anybody. So, anyone publicly, that may be a organization or company or an individual. So, we can directly sign up with these public cloud providers like Google, that means GCP, AWS, or Azure, or any other thing. So that is available to everybody. Everybody. There is no restriction. Okay. And so the infrastructure will be shared among the same infrastructure will be shared by the individuals. Okay. So we'll see the details in the next classes. So a couple of sites, I mean. And so let us go to the private. So private cloud in the sense it is only restricted to a single business organization. Okay, it is not available for end use for everyone publicly. Okay, so it is only used by a single business organization, any organization it may be. Okay, uh, so it is only solely exclusively for one single company. Okay, it's not available for everybody. So that is about a short about a private cloud, and the hybrid cloud is it's a combination of both. So public and private. A company can deploy their application, some part of the application in the public cloud and some part of the application in the private cloud. Like so, if they have a sensitive data, so they don't want it to made available on the public cloud. In that cases, they will deploy their data, keep their data in their own private data centers. Okay, and the applications like web applications and the other applications they will deploy into the public cloud. So non-sensitive part of the application. So that is the short about public, hybrid, and private cloud. Different types of cloud, friends. So if we go into the details, so what is the public cloud in the sense we already discussed, like so this public cloud is the pool of computing resources that is available for everybody. Okay, so when we see the examples, it's an Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, IBM Cloud, Oracle. All these different cloud service providers are there in the market, which we can log into their portals and we can make use of, and we can pay as you go model. All these are pay as you go model. We'll use their infrastructure, the computing resources, and we'll pay at the month end, right? So that is what the public cloud providers is all about. Okay, 2 points to note. These are all the public cloud providers which offers their services to general public and the companies, right? Organizations. Okay, and then when we come to private cloud, so as discussed, this private cloud or some of the examples is a company uh, don't want to deploy all their sensitive data into the public cloud. So like in which it is used by many people. Okay, so here I forget to tell one thing. This public cloud is like an apartment, friends. Okay, suppose say if you think of it as an example of an apartment, apartment is having some 10 to 20 flats, right? So think like an apartment. So in that apartment, so there are say 20 flats. So each flat is will be leased to each company, but the same apartment will be shared by flats will be shared by different tenants, right? So like that, different organizations can come and ask for any of the public service provider, like, so I want this is lease. Okay, so Flipkart will come and hide some flat, I mean flat in the sense IT infrastructure in the GCP. Another person like Ola or Uber will come and share the same apartment but with a different flat, like, so that is an analogy you can think of, but the infrastructure is same. Okay, so but they will share some of the quota, like apartment flats sharing, different tenants sharing same apartment flats, right? So but in the private cloud, so it is not allowed like that. So multiple tenants are not allowed. Okay, so entire apartment will be leased to only one single customer, so that no third party or uh, other than that organization will come enter into that. So that is a kind of analogy you can think of. It is a private cloud terminology. So generally, organizations prefer this type of private cloud deployment when it comes to a sensitive data like banking, share market. All those people will keep their data in their on-premises. Like if we see the examples of the private cloud, so on-premises data centers, they will keep all their data, sensitive data, confidential data in their on-premises data centers itself. Okay, so how they can build these things means they can use different virtualization stacks like VMware, HPE, that means Hewlett Packard tech stacks and Open Tech Stack. All these tech stacks they will use, but so they are the own and whole and sole control, right? So this is the private cloud. And then moving to the next, hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud in the sense, uh, here I shown it in the form of diagram, right? So the public cloud, different service providers are there, right? And the private cloud. So if an application wants to keep their sensitive data into the private cloud and deploy the other part of the applications into the public cloud, so it is like an hybrid cloud environment. Okay. So this deployment pattern is having its own advantages, friends. Okay. Uh, so it's a kind of flexibility of making use of both public cloud and private cloud. A private cloud in the sense they're on-premises data centers. Public cloud in the sense it is generally available for anybody, any organization. Okay, and so both these public and private cloud on-premises will be connected via the interconnects. Okay, and so when it comes to there is another pattern called multi-cloud, friends. So in which the company can make use of two public clouds. Okay. some part of the application they will deploy into the GCP, and the some part of the applications into AWS. Okay. So they will make use of these two public clouds. Like, so they will keep their applications and data in the GCP, and analytics data into the AWS. Something like as per the company's requirement. Okay. So these are the different patterns of the clouds, friends, and each one is having its own pros and cons, and solving the customer requirement. So it's purely depending upon the company requirement. Company will adopt different types of deployment patterns. Okay. So if you see, a public cloud is having, there is no much cost. Okay. It is low IT overhead, and so it can scale to any amount. And its disadvantage is, we cannot customize as much as we can, right? And so there is so much of governance issues and potential latencies are there. But in the private cloud, it is having its own advantages. Like, so it is our own data center. We can customize as much as we can, and we can maintain high levels of security and the performance, right? But the disadvantages downside is, since we own this data center, we have to purchase so much of hardware, software, capex, capital expenditure, and operational expenditure will go up. So all these things we discussed at the time of traditional computing. And also hybrid cloud, it is having a greater flexibility, right? So which will in the best of the both worlds of public and private cloud. And but the downside it is having is compatibility issue. So the application compatibility, when we go for hybrid public and private cloud deployment, is somewhat very tough job it is. Okay. So based on the company requirement, the company policies, a company can adapt any of these deployment patterns, or a combination of these deployment patterns, friends. Okay. So that is the whole of public, private, and hybrid, and also the multi-cloud terminologies, friends. So hope you can understand all these discussion. So yeah, so we'll discuss some other topic in our next session. Till then, bye bye. Your Svira signing off. Thank you, friends.